Given that Alphino seems to recall the details of my return so vividly, I would rather he did not draw me from memory, talented or not. Honestly, that boy, some things never change. Okay, this is probably when we not only meet up with Thancred, but the Warriors of Darkness. A little slow, a little late. Alphino would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothas Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone, come along. Okay, so they're not here. Click, click, great hunters. We wish you once more, or we welcome you once more to Lothast Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, no, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Click, click. Good, good. He is a friend of the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. Click, click. The flesh and clothed in skins came to us from some all, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Click, click. Gone to Lothas Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana has returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before. But what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? I don't know, that sentence was just weird to me. Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as sacrifice. Click, click. Okay, and they're still not here. Yeah, I just remember this cutscene just being really cool. It was another one of those that had a lot of action in it, and I used to watch it a lot on different jobs just to see kind of like which one looked the coolest and stuff. And oh, hello, Senran Hope. Thanks for joining the stream. For some reason, I remember viewing that cutscene a lot as like a summoner, I think. Maybe there was just a... I think I did main summoner for a while in Heavensward. And I just remember being disappointed. You know, every time in the cutscenes, you just pull out the book. It's like, that's not that cool. I am doing good. How are you? I think this is it.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Just all right. Yep, there they are. Just broke right through the shield. It's like, screw your reflect. Obviously, he hacks. Oh, here we go. Now we mind meld.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
Axe of light. I wonder what Ascian that was.
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
He's such a dick this early on.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
He looks crazy like that. Here comes Thancred. Looking all boss. God, I wish we could get animated scenes like this with our character. It's just so cool. I mean, the amount of work that would go into it would be nuts, but it'd be awesome if they did it.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
She's like, what's that all about?
Thancred, are you all right?
This might actually be his
Pleasantries
coolest
to
look.
wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
So is this your first time through Eureka, or are you just farming for fun and loot? But yeah, this is nuts to see the Warriors of Darkness so early on, and you know how they're portrayed to be. I mean, obviously Ardbert is portrayed to kind of be an asshole, and you know the rest of them look kind of nuts. And then to actually learn about them, you know, in Shadowbringers. How are you liking it? It being your first time. The vision caught me unawares, and I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud, so unbearably loud. Do you need to sit down? I have water, if it will help. We should be safe here. Our pursuers are not like to stray far from the colony.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
It's rather convenient he ended up, like, where we were going next.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
I remember cracking up so much the first time I saw that. The nutkin.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Yeah, they did, as I was saying earlier, they did such a good job of fleshing out the Warriors of Darkness and Shadowbringers. And it just, I mean, like so much, you know, the context of things like kind of changes now going back through the story. Yeah, again, I look forward to getting back into Shadowbringers again. It's so good. But yeah, I speaking of Eureka, I really enjoyed that content. But I also played Final Fantasy XI, you know, many moons ago, and obviously, like a lot of Eureka was kind of an homage to that, and so it was nice to kind of, you know, do that again or whatever, you know, to play something similar to that. In many ways, at least as far as my memory goes, there are a lot of things I actually liked about Eureka more than I like about Bajja. But from everything I've heard, Bajja seems to be more successful. More people do it. He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. A definite bonus. 'Twould seem the mystery of the axe-wielding Hur has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but two? Okay, I was just thinking, I didn't get that at first, that the like hunter or axe wielder garbed in furs or whatever was, I guess they were referring to Ardbert. Dreams of the lost. Alphino is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how I found Lavenza. And the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amaric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Lavenza. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Oh, it's nice of us to, or nice of them to put us right at the foot of Annex Shrine. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly? Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation, as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. Nice. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Ysael. Would that you were here to see it. Ooh, now what? Ooh, I think I know this cutscene. Yes, I do.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
I really loved what they did with this story. You know, it wasn't just, and I've mentioned this before, but it wasn't just, you know, oh, you know, everything is happy now, everything worked out. It's like, no, like realistically there would be struggle. There would be people who would refuse to believe, you know, in the truth. You know, there would be others who believed it but like still didn't want to change or whatever. Yeah, just things would not end or transition smoothly. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Senrin Hope. I appreciate it. Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind a 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambitions, and then rode home on the back of the Father of Dragons. Does that about sum it up? I'm sure there's something else in there. Right. Let us not keep Sir Aymeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravinians, and our friends, nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Yida and Papalymo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Pray return to the congregation of the Knights of the Heavenly... whatever it is. Ooh, Hilda's here. Yeah, buddy. Oh, good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. So I've heard. Because none of the other people are there. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Amaric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The chirurgeons tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Arturiel not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the flames, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Nod. Then let us be about it. Thank you all for watching this video. Heaven's Word has been amazing. I don't think I need to tell you this. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's just such a good story. I mean, at this point, I have to say definitively, the pacing and just the, I don't know, just intensity, that like how the story grips you is just so much better than A Realm Reborn. I don't take back that I enjoyed A Realm Reborn, though. I still really do enjoy it. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. And if you've been enjoying my playthroughs of it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join me live, the link to my Twitter is down below. Thank you again, and have a good one.